Are you ready to talk about our experience at our first ever Dreamcon this year, man?
Yeah, man. It was a So y'all see the title,
Yeah.
and we will be talking about our first experience ever. This is our first DreamCon. Never been to the event before.
Mhm.
Shout out to the homies from RDC
Yeah.
for putting something like this together, man. And the level and the stage that it's on now is it's admirable to see where
Yeah.
they've come from and where they are now. So yeah, we definitely gonna tell y'all what our experience was, and whatnot. And I want to let Ross go ahead and kick it off. I will say
Mhm.
nothing beats, and I'll say this for real, absolutely nothing. I even gotta take the glasses off. Nothing beats
Mhm.
meeting you guys, bro.
Facts, facts,
Like
facts.
nothing beats that, bro. Like I try to get names. I try to remember everybody's name as much as I can. That's why every time for the most part, I was trying to say, "Hey, man,
Mhm.
what's going on?" Because y'all will be so in the moment, y'all don't even be saying y'all name. I'm like, hey, "What's your name?" And so that way I can kind of try to have some type of remembrance.
Mhm.
But yeah, bro, the vibes and energy that y'all brought,
Yeah.
not only to DreamCon, but to me and Ross, it was very heartfelt, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. I mean, we met a plethora of people. We've never met. And me personally, I've never met that many people in one setting
Mhm.
that rock with us like how y'all do. So it was really, really tough to see people from all over the country um, pulling up, flying in to make sure that
Yeah.
they was at the event itself and running into us because me and Ross was doing some walking around on the first night, and it means a lot, bro. It means a lot to have that many people that rock with you and they got a lot of positive words and have a lot of personal things that they feel like you helped them through, and it's kind of like the stuff you see in the chat and whatnot in the DMs, but in person as well. That was a really, really dope feeling, and that to me was my favorite part of all, just because we were able to meet a lot of you guys, and it means that what we're doing is it's important in a sense. It's doing something. So that does nothing but put a battery in our back to keep going.
No, same, same. That was probably the best experience for us, just to see the people that supported us over the years. Like even before Dub got there, I'm waiting on the homie to pull up, and I'm just,
DreamCon
just
bottle.
kind of just chilling, not the Dreamcon bottle, but I'm just chilling, and so many people, hey, you Ross from In the Clutch, and it's like, I'm thinking, a couple people, but literally it was all day.
Yeah.
Literally every few
Yeah.
minutes, someone recognized us or knew who we were and wanted to take a picture, and it was dope. That whole vibe and experience was really, something unique just to
Hmm.
see some of you guys in person, and that was honestly the best part of DreamCon, meeting a lot of you guys. The days that we did go up there and meeting the content creators, we met
Yeah,
a
absolutely.
lot of dope individuals that we have watched over the years. Obviously, the first night was the YouTube creator event.
Hmm.
We met Caleb City.
Caleb, cool.
We met RDC, as y'all obviously know. We met them, and they were
Hmm.
really cool throughout the weekend. Every time
Oh
we
yeah.
saw them at any different event, they always show love. So I thought that was actually pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Just to you know. We'll chop it up with some of them, some of the members of RDC, and just how cool they were. Um,
Hmm.
we met, who else did we meet?
Niles,
Met, of course, the homie
bro.
Niles.
Niles,
Shout out to Niles, man.
lean and
He
cuisine.
Lean and Cuisine. They both dope creators. We checked out Niles videos over the years, and Lean and Cuisine, and it was really dope just, chopping up with them, and we appreciate them as well. We met JD,
Yeah,
Pop's son.
JD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we met him as well. Who else did we? Tony Baker. It was cool to meet
Yeah, we
him.
did meet Tony, bro, in
And
the back
we was
room.
just chilling, yeah, just
Yeah.
in the lounge area, and we met Tony Baker, and he's real chill guy. What's the guy from he was in Holes, the
Oh, we
movie
met
Holes.
we met RTTV.
Yeah.
Met the group of guys from RTTV, bro. They was real cool as well, bro. They were deep and they were cool, bro. They was some tough dudes. So potentially gonna see what it is that we can do in the future. Um, and nah, yeah, a lot of people, bro. Like when I tell
Yeah,
you,
Cleo Thomas.
oh yeah, Cleo Thomas. Yeah, we
Thomas.
met
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
He
we
was
met
tough,
him. Yeah,
and a
he's
lot
real
of them,
cool
bro,
too.
we was seeing throughout the whole weekend because, of course, from the creator event, just where it was just the creators, from
Mm-hmm.
the events with the rest of the folks, and then to the party, uh, the parties for the whole weekend, every other night,
Mm-hmm.
and then the private event party. To
Mm-hmm.
me, that was my favorite. And I wasn't even gonna go because we had literally came from. So y'all know that stream we did. Um, that stream from I want to say like what was that 5 all the way up until like maybe like 10.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that stream was the party that Trap Sushi threw.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a promo code and a link for us to get our people in there as well. So working with them on that was tough because that party was lit, man. It was people all over the place. It was hot as hell in there.
Oh
So
yeah,
y'all,
it was thick.
yeah, we probably gonna put the VOD on Patreon and then probably clip it up and do like maybe highlights for the main page. But yeah, nah, it was a real tough situation, bro. Still was meeting people in there as well, but had some of the homies like Megger, Cam pull up,
Mm-hmm. King
and
Vader.
yeah, Vader and
King Vader, he was there too.
some other folks. But nah, it was tough, man. And so from there we ended up getting a invite to the private party that they
Yeah.
were doing, and I was
Mm-hmm.
just like, because Thursday was something, then we did something Thursday night. Friday was something, and then we did the whole Dreamcon day. Saturday was something, and then Friday, then that Friday night. Saturday we did something, didn't party that night, but because we had to get up for Sunday. Sunday
Mm-hmm.
had that whole uh was somewhat of a moment to chill going into the whole party, and then I was like, do we do this again? But making the U turn and going back was one of the best decisions, bro, because we was able
Mm-hmm.
to kick it, kind of like the finale of the weekend with the
Mm-hmm.
homies and people like that on a personable level, just with creators and stuff like that. And we turned up, bro. It was
Yeah.
live.
Nah, yeah,
Yeah,
the
no
private
breaks.
event was definitely pretty dope. Obviously, RDC was there too, and we chopped it up with them, and it was dope. It was a fun experience. It is coming back to Houston, and we're looking forward to that. But
Hmm.
there are things that we noticed how things work, especially when it comes to the industry,
Who was that?
and
Now,
and
somebody said, bro, I seen y'all at Dreamcon, but was too shy to say anything.
you should have said something, bro. We
Yeah.
ain't gonna bite. Like, hey, bro, what's good? We there to connect with y'all. We're there to kind of connect with the people that got us there.
Oh.
If it's not for y'all, we don't even get the passes and the stuff that we were able to get
Mm-hmm.
initially. But I will say this: there are things that we're trying to do in
Mm-hmm.
order to make our experience a little bit different, a little bit better for
Yeah.
next year. Because I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. We're gonna keep it real. And this is no shade to any individuals, but this is kind of an eye opener for people who are trying to get into this space.
Yeah.
You're trying to get into this content space, even if you are a big content creator, even if you have a lot of followers, even if you have a decent amount of people backing you. At the end of the day, it still comes down to who you know.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that we definitely, ended up finding out this past weekend. And give it a shout out to Kim, because Kim definitely helped
Yeah.
facilitate a lot of things. I know we joke on Kim when it comes to him, but he definitely did help out facilitate some of the things that we was trying to get done this past weekend. But there was things that we were trying to do and have access to, and we weren't able to. And we found out one of the main reasons is, one of the directors that's involved in Dreamcon basically was like, "Hey, look."
Fuck man.
They knew who we were. They knew exactly who we were. They knew our following, how big it was. but we still weren't able to get some of the access to, the behind the scenes stuff, or like some of the creator lounges and stuff like that. And granted, we ain't make a big deal about it because
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, what's meant for us is going to be meant for us. But
Absolutely.
it also put things in perspective that lets us know, all right, bet, cool. Well, we just got to turn it up even more, and it's going to be a point where we can't be denied. You feel me? And that's what we wanted to kind of
Absolutely.
let y'all know. Like at the end of the day, when certain doors close in front of you, that's fine. Don't even look at it as a negative. Look at it as a positive. All right,
Mm-hmm.
cool. That door may be closed, but that don't mean it's gonna stay closed. That don't mean another door is not gonna open up. So we know they coming back to Houston next year,
Oh
and
yeah.
that's awesome. But we gonna make ourselves grow even bigger to the point where it's like it's not even a question. It's not
Mm-hmm.
even, there won't be no denying. It won't be, oh, we know who you are. It's just we can't get you in. No, it's gonna be, hey, where y'all need to be at? Who do
Mm-hmm.
we need to, what area y'all need to be set up at? And we're
Mm-hmm.
also trying to not the Cody Rhodes story, RP. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
on the
facts.
cool.
And also, we were trying to get an actual wrestling panel set up because y'all know we're connecting in with certain individuals, and we were
Mm-hmm.
actually trying to get that set up. Unfortunately, we didn't get approved. I don't think we really filled it out in enough time. But
Yeah.
that is also one of our next goals because you guys saw how crazy that wrestling
Oh,
event
bro.
went at the convention. I know for a fact we can expound upon that just with the connections that we know and how big our wrestling community
Follow is, yeah.
within the Clutch Squad is. We can make that shit jump even more than it already is, and that's going to be something that we try to do. That's one of our goals, is to really bring that wrestling side even more to DreamCon,
And
because
I'm
I think
looking
that.
up the name of that. Not to cut you off. I'm looking up the name of the one since we are on the panel thing. The name of the group BYG Vibes with a
Mm-hmm,
Z.
mm-hmm,
Uh, they did a phenomenal panel, bro. I mean, it
mm-hmm,
was tough. They did a
mm-hmm,
wrestling panel. They had a kind of few discussions and topics. Unpopular opinion, as y'all know, we can get into that one too.
mm-hmm.
But we did stream it a little bit. I think y'all should have been able to see that one, but we were in there sitting down. That's when the guy
Mm-hmm.
came in with the belt with the then you seen the guy behind us doing the yeet.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, they had a good energy, bro. So if y'all can't follow them on Instagram, it's BYG um vibes with a Z. And let
Someone
them know
said
the Clutch
Jay from
Squad.
State Farm. Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all was making them jokes in the chat, and y'all gotta chill, bro. Y'all have to chill, bro. Y'all was making some jokes in there. You gotta relax, bro. We gotta act like we got some sense. But nah, they were tough, fam. I liked what they were doing. You gotta think about it, bro. A lot of events like this don't think that wrestling is gonna be the draw. But every time I seen something dealing with wrestling, that was kind of like one of the bigger crowds, outside of like, of course, the main stuff, but those were like packed out panels. And even with the whole wrestling show that they did in the middle of the place, like with the ring out there,
Mm-hmm.
bro, people that was 3 floors up watching, sitting
Mm-hmm.
around the rail is just watching the wrestling match. And I'm talking about it was a crowd there. So
Mm-hmm.
that's
Yeah.
something that, I'm definitely 90% sure intrigued them because I'm like, bro, if they feel like they can get the wrestling crowd in, they got something.
Yeah.
So nah, but again, like Ross was saying, bro, it's really who you know on certain things because
Mm-hmm.
things be political, and I
Yeah.
think
It's.
even though things didn't play out on certain things that we wanted, it really happened how it was supposed to. I think
Mm-hmm.
things happen for a reason, because we got that that fire is back in a
Mm-hmm.
sense, and when you creating, fam, you can get stale or stagnant in a sense without even recognizing you are.
Mm-hmm.
So a little bit of like, I ain't even gonna say humbling you, but at the same time, for lack of better terms, you see like, oh, okay, no, I gotta turn up because these dudes over here doing the same thing I'm doing, and they able to do this, this, and this. And it's not to say you trying to compete or you hating on somebody, but you like, nah, I feel like I can
Yeah.
be on that same level with the same level of respect because we know what we'll do with our platform.
Yeah.
And that's why I rock with the RDC members because And that's what I was telling a couple of them, like chopping it up with Leland. And I was saying, like, bro, what y'all doing with y'all platform is tough because
Yeah.
y'all connecting people and putting people together. And I ain't gonna go into all the little details of
Hmm.
but it's tough to have people even on their level trying to do things like this because, bro, this really brought a lot of content creators together.
Yeah, it did.
Like it really did. Like outside of the little stuff that may happen or may go on that you may not be totally in agreement with, but it really put a lot of people in rooms. And when you do
Hmm.
that, especially coming from we come with our skin color, that's a dope thing to see. Cause it's like, bro, if we were to actually just connect, nobody in there like, oh, I'm me, I'm King Kong, but
Hmm.
everybody just feeling like hey, we peers. You never know what comes out of that, bro. I just
Yeah.
loved seeing people building. I love seeing people, exchange contact information. It was a beautiful thing to see. A lot of stuff that was going on in the behind the scenes of it and whatnot, because that's what this space needs.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, man. We had a fantastic time, and yeah, we like I said, we gonna we what we got lined up for y'all. We can't tell y'all yet. We got some more stuff lined up for y'all,
Mm-hmm.
some more surprises, but we gonna make it so we are undeniable
Oh yeah.
next year. Yeah, we gonna finish our story.
So we got a
That is
story.
our
This our story has officially started.
yeah. We
I'm
got to
not even
finish
gonna
our
hold
story,
you.
bro. Yeah.
But we gotta finish it. I mean, it was a lot of dope people that we met though.
Hmm.
And I know we leaving out a lot of people, bro. So
Yeah,
to
it
please,
was so many. It was
even if people see it, I don't
blurred,
want
damn
people
near.
to. We ran into Dante. Dante was cool, man. Finally got to
Hmm.
chop it up with him for a second. He said what up to the stream. Vader was cool. We seen him throughout the whole weekend. I want to
Yeah.
say the people we seen throughout the whole weekend. Essence, she's the actor gaming.
Hmm.
From I originally saw her from Big Jaws like skits and like the
Hmm.
lesbian homie and stuff like that. She was cool. We seen her throughout the whole weekend. She kicked it off with Nisha, pretty well. And Nisha, shout out to my baby, bro. I gotta give me 1 second, bro. Shout out to Nisha, man.
Hmm.
On her birthday, Nisha was on it. Nisha was down to hold the camera. She knew we was IRL streaming for the first time, and she came. Bro, Nisha had to take people's pictures while she was streaming, holding the
Hmm.
phone, not really being a videographer, right? Like she's
Hmm.
just helping. Nisha's mindset is phenomenal to me because she down to help wherever she needs to. She didn't care that it was her birthday, and of course, we made sure her time was, she was lit. But it wasn't really about like, oh, what do I get in return? And that's kind of the quality that I love about her the most is like she's selfless. Like she's gonna do what she needs to do in the moment to just help. She see a problem, she want to be able to find a
Hmm.
solution in that moment to help us. Nisha really really did. I love you, babe. If you see this video, I really appreciate you. Cause no, she looked out, bro. She was taking pictures. She was holding the camera. I'll get the picture on her birthday, and she did what she had to do, man. She was connecting with people. She connected with some dope people as well, even for herself. Because people
Hmm.
kept coming up to her, asking her what she did, and I was like, bro, you ain't even got to. She ain't even have to just be, oh, I'm his husband.
Hmm.
I'm his wife
Hmm.
all the time. People was just approaching her on some like, hey, you're beautiful. What are you into? Are you thinking about doing modeling, makeup line, whoop de whoop, whatever it is? She was getting contacts on her own, but still directing them to, but whoop de whoop over here, come connect with this person, my husband, them, they do their channel. We have our own personal channel. So it was just live to see her
Hmm.
in that mix. But she fit in very well. And she had a dope birthday because she was able to turn up.
Yeah.
Um and whatnot with some of the homies from
Hmm.
this space that we in. She was able to like turn up, take shots with some people
Hmm.
that we've watched for years. She really had a lit birthday. I ain't gonna hold you. I would switch with her. You feel me? Um, but nah, it's I had to get that moment to say what's up and thank you, babe.
That was nice. That was heartfelt, man.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate
Appreciate it.
the gifted tier, Ayo. It's Chico. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
But
But yeah, nah, tough weekend, bro. Not forget the homie. Honorable mention. Chisel Adonis.
of course.
Shout out to the homie Chisel, bro.
Hmm.
That man there is a humanitarian.
And
You feel me?
he's awesome,
Chisel
bro.
Chisel is a very dope individual, bro. Like what he does, and the way he analyzes what he want to do, and the way he, you know, speak to people, the way he make you feel like you supposed to be in a room as well. Like just
Mm-hmm.
seeing him move around too. Like it's dope to see. He's the homie, but this was like the first time we was able to see him in that space too, right? Where
Mm-hmm.
he's meeting people that rock with him, and also like other content creators that are his peers too.
I
It was dope
appreciate
to see.
the on-screen celebration, man. Appreciate that.
Hey, appreciate that.
Cosmic Dojo. Thank you so much, man. I didn't even know
Hey,
that was
appreciate
free.
that. But yeah, nah, he's a homie, bro. Like for real.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really rock with his image. We was with him for the majority of the weekend as well. Even though he had to go do some stuff Friday, bro. I'm talking about Chisel had something to go do uh on Friday, the day of, flew back home to go handle some business, and then flew back that night
Yep, that
to
same
make it
night.
to Dreamcon the next day, so that way he can still meet y'all and kick it.
Mm-hmm.
The stuff he does behind the scenes is just crazy, bro. People don't even know, but he's a real one. I ain't gonna even hold you. But yeah, him again. I was chopping it up with Leland. Leland's real cool. Leland's big into wrestling,
Mm-hmm.
and just we trying to set some stuff up and line some stuff up. Again, a lot of these people we were seeing all weekend, so it's like you don't know them, but you kind of built the rapport enough to be like, yeah, bro, I didn't see you here. I didn't see you here. So
Mm-hmm.
I see you official, and you've been consistent throughout the whole weekend. So definitely got to work on something.
I appreciate you, it's Chico again with the gifted tier and
Hey,
HSV Skywalker. Thank you so much, guys.
Skywalker, I am your father.
But overall, like I said, DreamCon 2025 was a success.
Yeah. Ross did. I will add this though. You do have to put this in the video. We do have to put this in there. Whoever edits it. He told me to be outside, and I went outside. And he didn't know I can keep up with him. And I kept up with you all weekend, didn't I?
Yeah, you did your thing, bro.
Perhaps I was outside in him at certain points.
You stupid.
Isn't that crazy?
You stupid,
Did
man.
y'all see the Instagram pictures and stuff? Like, he ain't gonna talk trash no more, because when it's time, I'm there. You feel me? And it's up. So, and I ain't calling. Hey, I ain't lying. He here. He listening. He can affirm. He can attest. A
Nah,
lot
he
of people
held his
can
own, man.
attest.
He held his own. He was outside this weekend. He was outside.
Bitch, she's from Houston. If you got a problem, then we got the solutions. And there's no illusion. I made this shit happen, I'm living life lucid. I'm switching my strategies. Now they hate on me cause I'm causing casualties. But why are they after me? Deep inside they know they can't handle